Right, let's move on and let's put the spotlight on Jindal Stainless and let me welcome Tarun Khulbe, who is the CEO and CFO of the company, joining us on the show right now. Hi Tarun, morning and good to be speaking with you. And let me start with the cheap dumping into India. That has been one of the key concerns for the industry for quite some time now. I believe that the DGTR has allocated officials to case who are evaluating and have raised certain certification from the industry as well. And the industry is working on collating all the responses and clarifying them. What is the status there? If you can firstly help us with that, and by when can we expect a resolution on this? I understand that the company's focus has always been on domestic market, but what's the latest update?
Okay, thanks. Good morning. Actually, this cheap imports a substandard quality of stainless steel into the country. India has seen it increasing over the years, and in fact, if you look at FY25, the import intensity was around 30% in stainless steel. And this kind of dumping is definitely not good for the industry because even it perpetually damage the industry and investments and many of the in fact what we have seen over the years that many of the players, the small players, they have converted into traders in place of manufacturing the product. Now, looking into all this, the ISDA, the Stainless Steel Development Association, has filed an anti-dumping application with the DGTR in the month of June, and this is under investigation. Normally, this process takes time because it is around, in general, 12 months is what DGTR takes, and they, go through the data of the last 1 year in detail and another 3 years. So in totality, 3-4 years of data is analyzed, and after all those analysis, they come out with their recommendation. And we believe that in case of stainless steel, the DGTR will give positive recommendations and for the trade protection in the country.
Right, interesting. So if I understand, the company's focus has always been on the domestic market, but since now you also do exports, for your products, are there global headwinds, especially from US as well as EU geographies, and are they hurting your export basket?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's true that there are a lot of protection decision, trade protection decision made by US and EU. If we talk about the US particularly, right now US, in fact, US started putting the duty under Section 232 in the first 25% they had put up in March 2018. And they added another 25%, so making it totally 50% in this in the month of June 2025. So US has put around 50% of duty. But the good thing is that now this duty is on all the countries. It is not only specifically against India. So now all the countries, whether it is EU or Korea or all the countries, are having similar kind of duty on the stainless steel. We as a company definitely export is one of our, we consider export to be an important and consider EU and US market important for us. But at the same time, our dependency is not so much on the export because if you look at it, even our last year overall total export volume was around 9 to 10% of the total volume. And in that, again, US and Europe, while they are important, but not that high that they can significantly impact our volume. So, and for that reason only, whatever volume growth we had, we have indicated, whatever guidelines we have provided for our volume growth, that is 9 to 10%. We had met in our Q1, and we are confident to meet these whatever the guidance we have provided in this financial year as well.
Okay, interesting. So since you have then maintained, what we call in terms of your FY26 EBITDA per ton guidance in the range of this, 19 to 21,000 per ton that you just talked about, has EBITDA per ton bottomed out for the time being, Tarun? What is your sense? And what will be the key drivers for profitability going forward for you?
Okay, so in general, so far as pricing of stainless steel is concerned, it is more driven by the raw material prices, that is nickel, chrome, and the stainless steel scrap. Uh, uh, and now, in general, the pricing moves with that. But we as a company, we are quite focused on two fronts. On one hand, we are using high technology to serve our customers. We maintain quite close relationships with the customers. Our supply chains the efficiency we are quite focused at, and at the same time we are focused at producing high quality products, I mean, looking at the high tech requirements, and accordingly doing the innovation and creating products which suits all those kind of requirements. So with these kind of requirements, I believe the customers look at us differently, and we are able to maintain our position into the market.
Indeed, but along with that, Tarun, lots happening within your company because the company has also started supplying to the defense sector, particularly the stainless steel requirement for ATGMs. Given that defense is catching a lot of traction, will this segment turn to be a growth driver for the company? What sort of a contribution is likely from this segment in the times ahead? Any number that you have?
No, but that's a good question. For the time being, I will say defense, we have just started and the volumes are not very high. But we also consider this sector to be quite a promising one, and we believe and we see a lot of value in that. So as of now, it is at a initial state, but going forward, once we grow a bit more and do a bit more significant business, I will come back to you and provide you these numbers as well.
Indeed, but Tarun, the company is catering to not just army, it's aviation, navy, and even aerospace is one of the other divisions that you are working on. What are the growth plans on those segments as well?
Well, again, these are normally high value segments, but not the high volume kind of a segment. So as I said, that we are focused on it, and we have started getting into these segments. We have plans. We are making investments even to produce the products. Keeping a focus on these segments, so that we are able to serve these segments even more. More efficiently and meeting all kind of their requirements. So we are continuously focusing on it, making investments, creating facilities, and but as I said, that still we have just it is still, we can say, a beginning or at the initial stages of the business, but growing with it.
Tarun, so what about the Capex? Because, there were those expansion plans in the pipeline for Maharashtra. Has the land acquisition been completed since it was to be done over the next 5 years? What exactly is the capacity expansion going to look like? Will it be staggered?
Okay, so far as our current capex is concerned, so this year our plan. I mean, last year we did around 4,600 crores of capex, and this year we have given a guidance of spending around 2,700 crores on the capex. Whatever capex are under the process, they are on time, and we are very much in control of that. And these facilities will come from the next year onwards. Most of them is into the downstream facilities, and they will come into the operations next year onwards. So far as Maharashtra is concerned, yes, you're right. We are working on the land parcel, because for our size of greenfield project, a huge land parcel is required. So we are working on it. At this stage, I can say that we are progressing on that. And yes, to answer your question, we have said that eventually there will be a 4 million ton plant in the Maharashtra, and that will come in phases. So we intend to put 1 million ton in each phase and then take it to 4 million ton. So things are on track. I mean, always the first step is the land parcel in which we are working and progressing on that.
Watch out for that. But lastly, Tarun, the company has plans for product diversification as well. We believe company has already acquired Rathi Super Steel and Rabirun Vinamai to cater to the infra demand. Any further updates on these?
Yeah, so yes, we acquired because we intend to produce stainless steel rebars, which already we have started producing, and we are in because the infrastructure. The problem is that the life of infrastructure is mainly restricted by the corrosion issues which the infrastructure faces. Now, for that reason, stainless steel rebar is one of the product which can help in almost we believe almost doubling the life. At least the issues which are due to the corrosion can be taken care of. And what we are finding that not only in the government sector, even in the private sector, we are finding people acceptance is coming onto it, because in general, initially the first reaction normally of the people is that it is costly, but now they are realizing that the upfront cost and the life cycle cost, and there is a lot of value when you use this product. Very recently, we have signed an MOU with the Whiteland, the producers who are making Western residences in Gurgaon, and they are using also the rebars into their project. So we believe this clearly indicates that the other than government, the private sector also is also realizing the value what this stainless steel rebars can bring in. And definitely going forward, this will be, we are very confident that this will pick up, and there will be a good demand which will come up for this product.
Okay, Tarun, great to have you on 18 Hour today. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.